Welcome back. Oh, the mic is down here. We are lying on the floor today.
There's a cat.
There's a
Very
cat.
good
There's a cat.
We
There's a
decided
cat.
to
There's a
follow example.
Look at him. What a guy. This is not safe for kids, and that's obvious because I already said fuck.
Fuck.
Not to
But if you're a
mention,
cool
Ah,
kid,
dick.
we got a pussy in the middle of it.
what's up, puss? Speaking of which, welcome back, Sugar Spice Everything Dice Game of Cones. This is our 5th episode together. So very cute. I do have a gift for about half of the group today.
Yeah.
Is it survival?
It is survival. The rest of you will perish.
Is it more pets?
While I check to see if we have audio, I will hand out the little gift. Jacoby, I believe you are spellcaster, so this is for you.
Oh.
So are you, Tangerine? I
Holy
think there's at least
shit.
one more like spellcaster, which I believe would be back there.
Definitely a cleric.
I'm definitely a cleric.
For sure.
Unfortunately, the
Wants to
remaining
cleric.
folks don't really have spells, and we'll have 2 slots of spells probably for the rest of your time here. You only have 1 more session, unfortunately. So,
What do I
That
do
would be
with
incredibly
this?
useful.
It's amazing.
they hold literal U.S. currency coins to represent your spell slots that you have.
That's fantastic.
So you take the coin out and put it in one of the little pockets to represent you have spent your spell slots for the day. And for people who are a little bit more specific to their thing, there's a second box for your bless, your bardic inspiration, your other things, your wild shape. I should print out the wild shapes
That would be nice.
so you have these resources in a little plastic.
You know, it'd be
It's
really
mostly
cute.
pennies. That
You know, it'd be really cute. Oh, if your wild shape token looked like a pop print bean.
oh my
That
goodness,
does
just
sound
a
good.
paw print bean.
Yes.
Oh,
See, that's why I bought it from Temu.
God, yes. Well, I only have 1 for several spell slot left, so that's fine.
How many do I have?
It should be on your spell page.
I have
Which
1
is
and then a
your
1 for
three?
You have 3 in total. You've spent 1 already.
Oh, this is where we put the unspent one, or the spent ones.
The spent ones, yeah, you put them in a little trough.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Could I have a penny and a dime? The dime will be my like daily ability.
There are no pennies left.
Could I
There
have
is a
whatever
penny.
is left and a dime?
There, I do find. I have
Thanks.
found a diamond. Oh fuck.
Whatever it is,
There we
the
go.
silvery one is the cure leg ones.
Good. Very good.
I said cure leg wounds. Just your legs.
Just
Look,
the
I can
legs.
only cure leg wounds, guys. Stop arm blocking.
Please start
But that's
blocking
the
with
only
your
one you really
legs.
saw me block.
Yeah.
Would you like a Singaporean?
The little 1 yens in Japan feel like Monopoly money. They don't feel like.
They don't feel like money now.
Yeah, feel like Monopoly money.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
it's for
a
sure
little
left.
laggier.
Good. We, as those who have watched before, all 27 people who have watched episode 2, yeah, there is no audio for that one.
Oh no.
It says it in the title. It was technically difficult. Sorry, we have no
Which is
audio.
why there are 27. Only 27 people have watched it.
So we're just like going,
One.
and then we all burst into laughter in the same moment, and then we okay.
You should have just
Well,
dubbed
well,
over it with your own interpretations
Exactly.
of what we were saying.
If we
Dubs
wanted
and
to do-
subtitles with just absolute nonsense.
If we wanted to do it, it would have to be sort of a day made out of it because it is an hour and 45 minutes worth of silent video that we would have to then dub over live.
Sugar crash, bad lip reading conditions.
I love it so much that I cannot stand it.
Such
I
a
always
mouth
wanted
that
to
we're
know,
reading our own bad
Why
lips.
does milk taste the way it does?
And then everyone laughs. No real reason for that. That being said, welcome back. Episode 5. I'm for sure not looking at the camera. I was looking at the microphone. Hello.
And the same
Hello.
thing.
For sure, the same thing.
I'm not going to go up to the mic and make cursed noises because that would be very unpleasant to our audience.
ASMR, unsolicited ASMR.
Unsolicited ASMR.
Uncomfortable.
Say that 3 times fast.
Oh, that's a
Like,
very
I
weird
did
sound,
not
Doug. That is a
understand what you
very
were
weird
making
sound.
for a second. And I was like, were you making?
Yeah.
You can do it too.
Yeah. Awesome.
I've never read another one.
At
Yeah,
this point,
there's not a
I'm
lot of
unsure if
us.
this is a
There's
D&D
not a lot
show.
at all.
I'm fully unsure.
I'm glad that the audience can't hear that this close.
They might.
They're just by my face.
Oh, it's so funky.
Do you want to do actual D&D?
Yes, you're like doing an hour
Would
worth
you
of
like to roll
D&D.
to intimidate?
I'm intimidated. That
I
sound
think
is
I failed
unnatural.
my constitution.
Alright, I get a bonus.
Okay,
Go.
points of
Nobody
difference.
go to work. We'll just do a shitload of D&D and then we'll
Right.
just sleep on the floor.
Thank you
Exactly.
for doing that.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
I would love to, but I'm poor.
That being said, fuck, I didn't write an episode summary for last week. I'll get the episode summary
We
on
were
TikTok
silent.
soon.
That was it the whole time.
You all finally met up with your brother, Cure, who is safe and sound at
So glad
the
he
other
is
camp.
alive.
He's big and he's
This
dumb.
large, foolish man.
He let y'all know that Sir Sheridan, the cherry gummy bear, the gummy bear knight of North Gambia, whose ear you had found attached to a club, had gone off in pursuit of another of the orange gummy bear, who was chasing after the chocolate kiss people of the local land. That being said, backtracking, the local natives have been particularly violent, unfriendly, largely towards all life, except you did have an interaction with them in which they were silent but
pleasant.
kind.
Yeah, just turned into a strange honey-colored Meep, came up to them, healed a guy, and took our other Meep back, and they were chill with that. They were
All we have
entirely
to do
fine.
Is display godlike powers.
Precisely.
That's
Exactly.
All it takes, really.
That's all
it
you
takes.
gotta do.
They came
We
across a sentient goop of chocolate. Spent a
Well,
significant time
Are we sure it was sentient?
fishing out.
Mm.
It was
No, it was
moving.
animated. but-
Animated. At least animated.
Symbiote.
Does it? Is it self-aware? Oh God!
It's hard to
I
communicate.
have so many. We took a portion of it, guys.
Yes,
It
but
is.
we
It's hard.
found that it doesn't work like each individual cell is alive. It is part of a host. But then I want to do research of like how much could I cut away?
And we're
That'd be like
running-
cutting a person away.
Oh.
Welcome to
running
Serial
3
Killers
out of
Anonymous.
10 on ethics, but that's 3 more points than the bananas.
Where's the candy?
So technically we're ahead.
Ooh, a dig towards the bananas. They are accompanied by Sir Clovis and a small battalion of waylaid Banan-knights that they are deeply suspicious of, who are under the banner of the Emperor, or so they say. The players are deeply convinced that this is in some way a farce.
Trust no one.
For that whole
That's no
long
banana.
no audio session, we had this great role play thing where we all talked about our potential motivations and their motivations and the fact that they may have been just firing the banana guard. We went into it. Like lots of things.
A lot of good
You can get to
content.
hear. It was
A lot of
great.
good content.
It was great. We
Didn't make it.
We solved the puzzle, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, proof.
So they will solve the puzzle once more on stream.
I'm sorry. What
Yeah.
the fuck is in that?
Maple syrup.
Are you
Yeah.
No, I'm
No,
not
that
here to
sounds
judge.
right.
I fully
I'm here-
derailed our summary by taking a sip of syrup. We'll do that after the summary.
Proud of you.
Sipping on scissors on camera.
Skizzer.
You can just do that
Syrup.
casually.
I would if I could zoom into their faces. This would be the moment to go full screen. I guess I'll finish the summary because they're flabbergasted. You hung out with the dollop, which was this gooey chocolate melted thing. You fished a bunch of things out of it, and then finally on your way had found the village of the Hershey Kiss people in the night, sending Quilliam the Tootsie Owl out, the title of the previous episodes, How Many Licks to the Center of a Tootsie Owl? One.
Just the
It's
one.
one.
Some sort of sentient statue decimated our poor Quilliam the Sixth. Poor Quilliam the Sixth. They met a small rodent here and were able to speak with that animal to
He
find that there is a
interrogated that
tiny
rodent.
tunnel that leads inside. And with that, they schemed what they would do today.
So, I think we agreed that the rodent was a possum, right?
Yes. It was like a cross between a possum and a mole. It was like a night
Aw.
rodent.
A night rodent.
I think his name was like Sir Squeakerton.
Sir Squeakerton.
Sir Squeakerton or something.
But
like
we
that.
named it. They don't know what names are.
That's also
Yeah.
very true.
He also didn't understand the concept of numbers.
Don't you
Yeah.
dare.
Don't do it again.
Okay, I will hold off on this for at least a few moments.
Do it. Why?
I'll tell you after the stream. Is that fair?
Is that coffee? Is there coffee in it?
Don't give away these trade secrets.
It's definitely
I
coffee.
choose to believe. Meeps.
Choose to believe it is maple
It's
syrup.
too watery to be maple syrup. That's what I was.
Mm,
It's definitely coffee.
it's for sure watered down. Syrup. Just syrup with water.
Hey, bro, can I hit that?
You want to hit my fucking...
I love
Rip
this.
the syrup.
Mm,
Good syrup.
it's damn
Fuck
good.
yeah.
It's
Syrup.
damn
Good
good.
syrup.
It's damn good. I'm going to leave that on camera somewhere.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There we go, right?
That's
right in the...
It's
Corner.
there.
Little corner.
It's
Just so
happening.
y'all
Take
know.
a rip.
Taking a rip. Taking a rip of that sip, baby.
It's a spot.
It's a rip.
Syrup.
We are sane, rational.
With this tiny banana that we brought with us.
You also did find... You not find.
Chiquita.
You brought little Chiquita.
Little Chiquita.
And Splits.
Splits!
Splits also came with you.
Love Splits.
Splits was
My
a banana
whole heart.
apprentice that master
His
Wizard
master was killed
murdered
horribly.
by the chocolate
It was brutal.
chocolate kiss people.
How big is this tunnel? Give me diameter. Give me dimensions.
Probably
Can
about a foot across.
tiny be? Sorry.
Just a foot.
Just, do you want to?
Maybe a foot and a half? Yeah, go ahead.
Can baby banana fit through that?
Baby banana for sure can fit through that. Baby banana is about a foot and a half tall, but is a banana, so it is very slender.
You know,
Could
that's very
crawl its
concerning.
way through.
They've been thefted.
You see where they
Your
The
spot's
spot has
so
been thefted.
sorry.
This spot is now the cat spot.
All the spots are switching.
It's okay.
Get over here.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Squishy.
There's this. There's this cat. There's in front of me for more rugs.
There can be a hole off
Although I think he's
No,
behind or in front of you, however you wish.
like an accident.
And
They're
all
scheming.
things are over
They're
there.
scheming. Well, they're scheming very silently, and we're
Maybe
talking
my-
very loudly.
The fox theft.
What if
Spot theft.
we run a scouting party?
Spot.
I mean, we can totally, completely do this in character. This is what we would do. What if we run a scouting party, and the smallest entities, those who are wild shape and those who happen to be small for other reasons, are simply in the area that is then captured. As long as the big chocolate boulder throwing thing does not find them, then we're not squish. Then you will know where they keep the prisoners.
I have a DM question.
I have a DM answer as the DM.
Completely.
I hope.
You know how cats can squeeze into anything as long as their whiskers fit inside?
Oh my god.
Do Kit Kat's whiskers fit inside a foot?
Do they?
Do they?
Answer the
Do
damn
they?
question.
He's only 5 foot
the question.
nothing
Mhm.
and a cat.
I think the question is, can he move while inside the tunnel? There's not a lot of room for arm things.
Very, very athletic.
That's also very true.
Slinky.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine.
You could, Kit Kat could fit. There is a level of athletics check
1 foot.
for you
To not get stuck.
to not get stuck in the tunnel. The banana is far too small to help you.
Can't do it.
I
Banana
could try.
You could wild shape.
I have a very cursed question. So Jacoby's made out of gooey honey stuff.
No, no.
Would they have to wild shape in order to fit through that? Can they just force themselves to sort of slime through
We
the
can
tunnel?
just both.
As
sneak
picking
our
a
way.
changeling, you probably don't even need a wild shape.
God
You would
damn.
probably just very
It would look
slowly.
really, really horrible going in and out.
You're going last.
Absolutely. It'd be one way to get friction on the tunnel edges.
I strongly suspect that I am sneakier trying to sneak than I am shuffling with this reasonably expensive wardrobe through rocks.
Describe
I
your
don't think you
wardrobe.
could-
Yeah, honestly. It was
Yes,
like,
but it
did
used
you
to
not
be,
bring traveling clothes? We stopped at a town and
Yes,
everything.
yes. Did you guys see the posts on
The Discord?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
dude.
totally got
haven't seen
That was really
No?
good.
Game of Thrones?
So does that mean that some of us go through the tunnel and the others kind of wait around just in
Well, what
case?
could we have as like an outside scouting
Because
or investigation?
most of my weapons are a distance, so
Very true, very true.
The
Which
choices
one?
are all with y'all.
I can
So,
search
I
up.
have the
The
banana wizard
overcloak
and the
is
tiny one, and
a
that's it,
Bulbian
right?
trim, and then the
Right.
undercloak is unadulterated like swashbuckler noble vest.
I might be able to
Fancy,
They're
fancy,
like-
fancy
pull it
clothes.
up
Very
on our.
So there's a tunnel, but is there like a
Is that
cliff
anything-
or whatever above the tunnel
Is it-
that I could climb and
Is
sit
it a
on?
mountain? Like, how tall is this?
Yeah.
There we go.
Can I sit and
That is
watch
pretty
from
good.
atop?
Yeah, baby.
That's pretty cool.
Look at that! Look at that high collar.
And you can kind of sort of see it on the street.
a little bit. It's kind of
Yeah.
difficult to make out, but yeah.
Check out that articulation of the wrist. Having an actual reverse lunge took a long time to orient.
Oh yeah, you did each individual segment,
I
didn't you?
did.
Yeah.
That is very cool. Very, very cool. You can kind of see it. On
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to work on my figure.
There's the
and then we
mage
can
hand,
actually
which is going to be like the thing I do forever.
Yes.
Bulbian.
You likely can find a vantage point. You can make an investigation check as well.
Which do I do with that?
That's the D20 as usual. And just add your investigation. That's correct.
That's
I was
Most
like,
roundest one is.
it's the big one.
That fucking worked so
it's a
well.
one, isn't it?
It's
It's a six.
Okay.
Do you want to be on the floor again?
And what is it? Oh,
Investigation.
switch the spots.
oh
Well,
better.
Are you skilled in scheming, George?
Yes.
I mean, that's what we're going to do.
So that's a 9.
A 9.
A 9?
Yeah, you find a vantage point. You very clearly do not find that there is like a way to grapple or rappel sort of over the village to be at like a sniper point, but you do have a high enough point near to you that you would be able to see in the main road that curves off.
Damn it. I wanted a sniper point.
I propose trying something reasonably dumb.
Yes.
We don't know how the golem orients.
You don't know how it sees either.
We don't. I mean, we don't know that it can see. Maybe it orients by the sense of life in the area. Maybe it's sound. Maybe it's sight.
That's really not only sense of
What if
life,
we just
because there
throw
are
a
people
bunch of
living in this
shit?
village.
Proximity?
What if we just throw a bunch of shit and as it's trying to attack the shit, we like.
Another question I've thought of, although I prefer to save this for healing in case of an emergency. I could create a large cloud of fog to hide a party going in and seeing if that
But
would
we
work.
don't
Perhaps
know
the
if it
wizard-
relies on sight.
That is also the worrying question.
The spells of our banana wizard companion.
Yes.
You know it knows silence.
We know he knows silence.
And I myself am very hard to see. With this combined, or perhaps an owl, which makes very little sight to begin with, they actually tell it to be quiet rather than just have to walk in like a fool.
But owls fly silently.
Yeah, but it still saw the thing. That's just that's a good point. It has to at least sense life or see, because owls are pretty quiet on their own. So if we say take myself, stealth team, and the banana wizard in that direction, silence cascade, fog cloud cascade, we then see whether or not the golem attempts to target. Meanwhile, the rest of the party breaks in with smallness and stealth with the small banana, squishy friend.
I just don't know how I'm gonna get in because I don't think I can squish.
I will not use her.
You will find a way to create an access point.
I will, or you
And
will?
what will we
I
do?
will.
Oh, I was like, yes.
Access. This
What?
could mean blowing up a wall. This could mean whatever.
I thought
They
that
do
you
have
were coming
walls.
through the tunnel.
Yes. But we have to also create an access point to let in our companions so we may also join up.
I was considering trying to see if there were any places in the village where the line of sight to the golem were blocked, and perhaps if Quilliam had entered one of the areas where the line of sight was clear, and that's what alerted the golem to its presence.
So we just throw a bunch of rocks until we find one it can't see.
Possibly. Well, it depends on if it actually reacts to. Could you shoot arrows reasonably silently and see if it tries to attack an object?
This should be a first test.
We do have.
I mean, yes, I can theoretically shoot the arrows. I just don't know how far away I'd have to be.
I think rangers have proficiency in longbows. We did run into a lot of longbows
Yeah,
recently.
you do have a longbow. The distance between you and this creature is about 150.
Oh yeah.
The longbow
that's
can
with
shoot
12.
up to 400 at disadvantage,
Yeah.
but
Can do.
a blind shot at 400 doesn't matter how disadvantageous it is. It's a blind shot into the distance.
We just need a pathway. Well, of course, I think we need to. We need to be able to move about the village so that we can search for Sheridan and. I don't know the orange one's name. Do I know the orange one's name?
You should know their name. They are
I can roll.
they are a devout Balbian.
I can roll for it.
You can roll at advantage. If you've lived in
Dope.
Balbian stuff, then you should
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
about. They grew up in a whole nunnery and all that.
whole ass
jeez.
nunnery.
Oh,
Ass
jeez.
nunnery.
Natural 20 for the useless information.
You guys.
24 total.
You guys were
We're
part of the
homies.
same acapella group in college.
We're both an orangey color. We've got a
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a
camaraderie here.
choir.
Orange,
Nice.
orange gang represents.
Great, you got it, Sir Laurent.
Sir
Laurent.
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 Laurent. All right, so French, fantastic. Okay, got it.
Yes, he was born in orange.
Okay. Wait, he was born in Orange and then he grew up in Candy and turned into a what? Sorry.
Yes.
Anyways, moving on.
His
So
mother was
we
a
must
woman.
search for Sheridan and Sir Laurent. Oh, rude.
He wanted to let you know that it is his turn.
Fuck that dice thing. Yes. Okay. So I suppose maybe I don't know if hiding ourselves behind cloaks would work. If it needs to physically see someone, can it distinguish cloth from person?
We don't know.
Does it?
We need to run a few trials.
Yes, I think that would be wise. Let's start with firing some arrows, not at the camp, but not at the camp. We don't want to impose any threatening anything or else. Well, ideally,
Try
but
to aim so that it lands within a 20 to 30 foot radius of the golem.
All right. Well,
hopefully it cannot move.
Yeah,
Ideally,
for sure.
Otherwise-
At this
Arrows-
distance, it's not bad.
Maybe start with some rocks.
well,
A
we
rock throw is probably
That's
not
harder.
as-
arrows
harder.
go further than rocks.
Yes.
Is our only problem with that. From bows, at least.
Roll at disadvantage, just don't get in that one.
If we had a trebuchet.
oh, I'm the wrong person to
Anything
ask.
above a
Don't
nat
curse
one.
it.
If only we had a trebuchet. Can I wild shape into? No, I'm kidding.
Ah!
Yay!
16. Okay.
What are we rolling for?
Arrows?
You're to shoot arrows. You would also like. Okay, I didn't hear that.
But like across it, not at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more time. Okay, good. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you were able to shoot arrows across it. You were able to shoot arrows in front of it.
Does the
Response.
This pile of sentient chocolate pieces.
I would love to have the
Partially
little mini
wrapped.
out here.
I do have the mini in this little bag. At least stands from its perch, very much like me doing that just there.
Yay!
Yes, put the mini on my beautiful face.
Walks to the implanted arrows near it
So it can move from its perch.
and stomps on the arrow.
I don't like that. I am afraid. It can
Which
move.
one? Both of them?
This is
It's so small.
Does it return to its perch
That's still a
after?
large. Yeah, that's still a large creature.
Does it return to its perch after stomping on the arrows?
God, I have no dice. Can I have any dice?
Have a dice.
Cool.
That's cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Also, I'm just gonna put these over here while we don't have a battle map up.
Good. Good.
Oh no, there are more dice here.
No, so many
Terrible.
dice.
Look at this
All
chocolate
right.
thing.
I now strongly suspect that this thing orients by sight.
It returns back to its post
I think
once
that,
it is stomped on the arrows.
is there any chance that you could shoot an arrow behind it? Out of its sight.
There is a very
Does
high
it-
chance.
okay,
Yes.
Wait, does it appear to
You've
have
already shot.
does it appear to have eyes? It
Okay,
has like
it
some little
does.
indentations in the front. It doesn't
Okay.
have it in the
We
back,
shoot
I
behind.
guess.
You're able to aim behind it.
What does it do?
Uh,
Empirical evidence. We're doing science here,
it
folks.
looks behind it at the arrow sticking. It broke on one of the rocks behind it because it will not stab through a rock. These arrows are not
Of course.
rock-piercing arrows.
Duh.
Two broken pieces of the arrow sit on the rock behind it. It winds up and slaps it and crushes the remaining bits
So
of
we
the
noticed that
arrow.
it physically had to like turn around and
It
look
looked
at it. Yeah.
at it.
So, but something had to have alerted it to that.
I mean,
which
the
means
noise.
It can, yes, which
Two
means it
senses.
can hear.
Wait a minute. Dogs. Shoot a house wall.
Oh.
No,
No, I think this
ill
might.
advised.
No, perhaps
I don't
not.
want to wake up the whole village.
But how
It's
many things
the-
would be awake by now?
Consider-
The village is not waking up from it slapping a rock at full power. If that's not alarming to them, then this is just Tuesday.
Is that so?
I would suggest, perhaps, does the village have like village walls? Like not to a house, but like, you know,
Or
like
is
No,
it
like, it is
literally
the-
Defensive. It is mostly in a cliff. There are some buildings that have been built
Okay.
outside of the cliff, like New Mexican adobe houses. But it doesn't look
It's
like it's
built
intentionally
into a
defensive.
cliffside?
Okay.
I
So it
can
doesn't really
s-
need a wall around it because it's
Yeah,
built
it's moved.
into a wall.
It's backed into
Yeah.
a wall.
I could continue to distract it while you guys sneak through.
That's my tell. But I want to know whether or not it is made in a fashion that protects the village.
Or it's people.
Is it attacking anything that isn't the Hersheyism? Or is it here to attack anything at all within a radius? Or there's a lot of questions.
Well, it's clear that it. Well, I mean,
Based on the positioning and the nature of the culture I've only observed thus far, I can only assume it is pre-programmed for protection.
If that is the case, then it will not slap a wall. Then if we are so close to the wall it cannot slap us, then it is a modicum of safety. It will not be able to attack us if we are too close to endanger the village.
However,
I think I like.
I think it might also
I
make
wanna
them
shoot
more
down
aggressive
one
and
of those.
hostile the closer we get to
Okay.
the village.
Probably, but we're going in there anyways, the rest of it.
11.
You shoot an arrow up
I want
an
to.
arc at the roof.
Oh,
One of the
we're
roofs.
doing this. Oh shit. Okay.
It is made of solidified cookie dough because it's cookie adobe.
Adobe.
Yes.
The arrow glances off of it, doesn't fall off, but it glances off of stabbing into the roof and skitters across the top of the largely flat adobe roof there.
Slap it, big
And the
lion, slap
golem
the roof.
grabs a rock and throws it in the direction of the arrow.
How good is its aim?
Its aim is probably not incredible. It's not awful, but it's throwing something on a roof, not seeing the roof.
Huh. So it doesn't move if it's too
Not
far
too
away.
smart.
Okay.
Oh, this has so much potential.
Oh,
Not too smart.
okay.
Your unseen servant.
Exactly.
Oh.
Wait, how did you know I could do that? Right, I did that. Yes.
With the food pack.
Yeah.
All right.
And the bridge.
So I'd like to ritual cast Unseen Servant
Nice.
and have it start just invisibly moving in, picking up rocks and tossing them into the village.
Fantastic.
Oh no, your protector is now a problem. What will you do about it?
Behind it and wander to find our.
Perhaps we should prepare to go while this is happening.
Oh yes, this is a distraction. Was this not clear?
Oh,
This is
it's
a
happening
distraction.
now. That's the distraction.
We're going. I
The
guess.
distraction is their protector is throwing rocks at the village.
Where's our stubborn?
Chiquita, into the tunnel.
Into the tunnel.
Chiquita, quick!
It does not speak. It gives you a little salute from its 1.5 foot height. And dives into the tunnel.
Gonna look
Then
at
it's me.
yes. Who's like gonna look at Kit Kat? Do you wanna or?
I literally do what is like Kit Kat is almost always being in the esteemed like I'm an aristocat, ha 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 ha, and knows how to handle himself in a proper way. But when told like, okay, do what you do as cats,
Be a cat.
Be a cat.
I let all of that go, and I go and go straight to zoomy into. You know when a cat like sees a box or something, and
Dives. Through the box.
Just a
Paws
full-on
forward.
That face.
that's face.
No, it needs to come on screen. It's important.
I just put it on screen.
A visual approximation of Kit Kat.
Visual approximation of Kit Kat.
Amazing.
Please roll for us.
May I have a d20?
A.
Would you like a D12? Too far away.
No, that's not one. Oh no, you know what happens? Have you seen when like a fox tries to do their hunt where they jump and go into a thing but they miss?
No.
It's so bad. If it was lower than like a 10, you would have gotten stuck. But you rolled a nat 1. You run with your little zoomies
so
directly
excited.
into the wall.
Ow.
Roll a d6.
My nose. I'm so squishy, it's gonna kill me.
You bonk yourself
Can't
for
believe
3
Kit Kat's
damage.
fucking-
It's like a club.
Kit Kat, are you alright?
Oh! Yes!
Okay.
You may try again
I
now.
No, it just hurts.
Alright.
You feel that sting?
This is not safe for
That's
work.
your ego. And it's the only part of you worth protecting. Vengeance upon the wall.
I think I will now re-enter the tunnel ashamedly and very cautiously.
Reroll it.
Oh, I'll take these one.
Different dice.
It's a 5. We all said advantage, right?
Yes.
That's also a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Yes, which place is that? Okay.
Right?
Look, if I'm doing this, I would be adding a +7.
Yes,
because
yes,
it is
yes.
that. So 5
Good
plus
thing it's an
7.
advantage.
Holy
I
shit.
am happy for the advantage. You crawl
Guidance
through the
this
tunnel.
time?
So, what does the rest of the team do? You are crawling your way through.
It's
He's
just
throwing rocks.
It's a real.
I'm waiting with an
Service.
arrow in case I need to hit something.
I'm
with it.
going to sneak along the peripherum of the village because I'm pretty confident. Unseen Serpent will keep doing this for an hour.
I'm going with him.
So sneaky.
Roll sneaky checks.
Sneaky
The both
check.
of you.
Wait, so you're not throwing rocks?
The
Unseen
Serpent
servant is like an invisible ghost that just does what you ask
Oh,
for an
so
hour.
that's what's
Isn't
throwing
it
rocks?
great?
It doesn't have many hit points and I can't really attack
21.
anyone,
But it's
but
invisible.
Yes.
and it can fly.
I click it 3 times. Oh, this could be 6. Let's use a simpler dice roll and just continue to.
Did you make that do it?
No.
I did.
She did. Those are Hershey Kiss, and it's the band Kiss as Hershey's.
Chocolate kiss population.
15 plus 7, 22.
So silly.
Fantastic. The golem has gone within the city and is stomping on the stones as it approaches them. And y'all run the peripheral of it. Kit Kat in the
Yes.
tunnel.
Did we
You
come across
are
anything?
going very, very slowly now that you are so embarrassed of your bonk.
There's
Uh,
a bonk.
Yeah. Slight bloody nose. Just a little bit.
For a moment, you notice a rodent in this tunnel.
Is it the same rating?
It is the same rodent, Sir Squeakerton.
Oh,
Hi.
I thought
I
Fox
can't-
had him.
I thought I did too.
Look at your shoulders, Sir Squeakerton is gone!
Oh
I can't communicate with this one. Unless Kit Kat can, I don't think Kit Kat can. So I alert Jacoby. Jacoby, the small critter is back.
Okay. Go past
The
it.
small critter is back.
Is there enough room
Small
for me to
critter's
go
back.
past the
The
critter?
small critter, no. You are the size of the tunnel is you,
Yes,
and therefore it is
it is
there.
blocked. Okay.
You have come towards it. It can see better in the dark than perhaps you at the moment. It comes towards you, and it baps you in your face.
Ow.
It does not speak your language. It hisses, and it runs away. It clearing the tunnel for you, but it baps you and then turns around and takes a full run
He was
away.
trying to.
But his nose is already hurt.
Already hurted.
Insult to injury.
Even
Insult
worse.
to injury.
You continue along the tunnel, and soon we'll be popping out the other side.
Okay. Yeah, I think
The
there's
two of
pretty
you
much
run peripheral. Where do you go with that? Do you go inside the village at any
We're
point? or-
looking for the gummy bear, so I'm gonna start heading towards the center, where I think like their square would be.
The gummy bears are really significantly larger than the Kissmen, right?
Significant.
Yes.
Yeah, the Kissmen are about 3 feet tall and more like 3 feet by 3 feet,
Mhm.
as opposed to
tons
the
wide.
gummy bears, which are either like 6 feet or like 7.5, 8 feet,
So
depending on how old they are.
of these buildings, what's big enough for gummy bears? Because that's got to narrow it down.
That's got they're a little short. All these
Yeah.
buildings. It is clear that there are 2 buildings that are built here that are significantly taller and larger. Not by like 300%, but are like clearly larger than that, and they are closer towards the center. They are
I'll
side by
point those
side.
out. It's got to be that one of those.
I start heading towards them.
Fantastic. Talks, you continue playing off arrows. Eventually, this golem is now within the city itself and largely out of view. You can still hear it stomping around, which is also concerning.
Do any of the chocolate pieces
Are
come
they
out to
reacting?
check on them?
This has to be causing a ruckus.
It is very clear that there are, looking from their cookie windows, several chips are watching as the golem walks through the streets.
So they can hear.
Whew, I'm sure
Can I
that's not gonna
start
cause any
making-
problems.
A noise to try to draw it back towards me.
That is very fair. Yeah, I could imagine you can make a louder noise than hand rocks being thrown.
Just like a little.
Yeah.
Did you stay outside?
Yeah, I've been out watching with arrows, trying to like make sure there's nothing I have to like pick off or do. Like I'm essentially
Sniping.
but from the ground because I couldn't find anywhere.
I'm not sure if that's really a good idea, but okay. Says Splits, who was just left here with no direction, with the only other person who stayed behind.
Splits can't sneak.
You and Splits are out here, like, oh, okay, I guess.
I can always run that direction. They only have so many directions they can run from in there.
Yeah, fair enough. I just didn't know if you would. Okay, yeah, I mean, you're the boss. You're the boss. I'm not. I'm clearly not the boss.
Don't put yourself down, Splits.
Splits, poor Splits.
It's mine.
Those 3 spells. Just like that, the 3 of you, Chiquita, and the 2 Jacoby.
I
and
imagine
Kit
it
Kat.
takes like several minutes for Kit Kat to get through it, and then Jacoby just sort of dives in, and you hear like a bunch of just like,
Oh
and
no!
it just like
wets.
comes out the other end.
The wets are wets,
Yeah.
and the dries are wets. Why is he so cute?
Sticky.
Oh,
Why
he's
is he
such
so
a good
cute?
cat.
Look at him. He's in the stream. I love that.
Good
Apparently
night.
he's far enough away that if he does start coming this direction, I can run.
But
Yes,
that's
it does turn
that's
back
for good cats.
to your way and starts coming at you fairly rapidly.
Ah!
It starts to what you could only assume is bound, which is like jogging towards your direction.
Dashing, if you will.
For a golem, it is dashing towards the sound. Quack, quack,
Didn't like it.
the two of you and your tiny banana friend
Yes.
pop out the other side. Chiquita would be the first person to
Yes.
notice this. Chiquita hangs from the edge of the hole on the other side, and
There's a
awaits
ledge.
instruction from you. They're hanging off of the hole's edge. Your bloody nose and your little head pops out of a hole
Yes.
in what appears to be the roof of a building.
Oh.
Inside the building is just this large antechamber. Inside here, it is very quickly and immediately apparent to you that this is sort of like a communal hall.
Oh.
Uh,
So it led us inside.
It led you to like a hole next to a small shelf on like a roof, on like a ceiling joint.
Okay, this
Like a
gives me
chimney?
hard like Legend of Zelda
It's
Twilight
very
Princess vibes.
very
Yeah.
much like that
Yeah,
aesthetic.
kind of sneaking in. And, oh, look, now we're at the top. And it's like one of those sneaky levels where there's like planks between. And you gotta have to be like, oh man, yes, I love these levels.
That being said, what catches your eye immediately is a large red gummy bear.
Oh,
Gasp.
They appear to be restlessly asleep,
Are they restrained in any way?
restrained
How
to a
so?
pole.
with what?
With
Licorice.
with licorice sounds very fair. With licorice rope, they appear to.
Like a Twizzler.
Oh.
Oh no!
There's also what looks like on a dais some sort of large wrapped object.
Mhm.
Oh. Yeah.
Can I see a shape?
Um,
Perception, maybe? Or investigation?
you make a.
Because I got sharp cat eyes.
You have cats. What would be? Are you trying to identify what it is?
I want to. So it's a thing wrapped up with
Mhm.
what?
Cookie cloth.
Cookie cloth. What is cookie cloth?
It's like burlap.
No.
It's
It's like the
pliable
wrapper
burlap.
for cookie dough.
Yeah.
It's a Toll House cookie
It's a
dough
Toll
wrapper.
House cookie dough wrap.
That's really cute.
It is cute.
Okay, how big? Like, where is this? And how
It's
big?
on like a pedestal
Pedestal.
or a dais.
Like
Like a
Indiana
more like a
Jones
table.
style, like
it's,
in the
it's
middle
probably
of
about
an important thing.
6.5, 7 feet long,
Yeah. Ooh.
and only about 1.5 feet tall. This is a fairly large wrapped object.
Interesting. Yeah, this is giving me some like hardcore Temple of Doom Indiana Jones.
Definitely.
Made good decisions.
Okay.
The last thing you notice in here is a quad, which is four, I believe four.
Yeah.
4 of the melee Hershey people
Oh.
who are keeping watch over this sleeping Sheridan.
Where are they positioned in relation to Sheridan?
They are positioned in perfect quad.
So
They're
like he's
positioned-
here and then
and
1,
they're
2,
like
3,
1, 2,
4.
3, 4 around him.
So they're all sleeping?
They are
Keeping guard.
dozing but keeping guard.
Okay.
And what weapons do they brandish?
They have clubs. They have Tootsie Pop clubs.
And to clarify, Sir Lorange is nowhere to be seen.
No, we
Not
see
in here.
Sheridan.
You see
Okay.
Sheridan, who looks restlessly asleep, bound to a pole,
Alright.
And something large.
and a large object
Oh,
wrapped.
Can I have a geometric shape that resembles it?
A rectangle,
A rectangular
a
prism?
rectangular prism.
I know my geometry.
Yeah.
I teach it to children.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
A rectangular prism.
Ooh.
It's like a rectangle, but 3D.
Wow.
Ooh.
Tiny.
That's cool. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and I don't necessarily feel like it is wise for us to do anything about it just yet. I feel like I'm getting back with the information.
I think
To
Jacoby like looks over to Sir Chairden and says, like, I kind of want to leave a message of some sort.
You can leave a rescue message of some sort.
Yes. Would it be possible for Jacoby to sort of like slink around the edges very slowly and quietly over to where, like, above where Sir Chairden is?
Yes, make a dexterity check.
Like a Zelda puzzle. It's like a Zelda level. We're above. We're doing a little place.
Oh god damn! I missed. That was a natural
Do
20.
you want to keep it?
I
Fair enough.
I
We'll let it. Yeah. Let's let it ride.
just this.
Just this once.
Just this one.
I mean, it was a roll. So
Yeah.
It was a roll. I
completely
did-
legal.
Dakota just loves this Greek yogurt thing.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, look at this shit. It's got like Greek yogurt inside of it. It's like a little swoopy. It's so cool.
What a dice roll.
Fucking love it.
It's-
Yeah.
It's fun.
Natural
It's a project.
20. I would like to craft a single small, like, kind of drippy honey flower, and I'm just gonna like gently drop it
Mm-hmm.
onto Sir Chairden.
He's not even gonna look at it.
For sure. You
Just something.
flick it off, and it hits the pole and slowly slides down the pole until it rests from gravity on one of his pauldrons,
Okay.
and then just stays sticky there on that flat surface.
I was hoping for something that would like land on his skin and cause him like look up, but
Ah, yes, with a nat 20. It does land on him, and the
Just, like,
flower
behind
comes
one of
to
his
rest
ears.
On one of his ears.
The
He's
one
restlessly asleep.
Remaining
His
here.
one remaining ear that is not whole.
Oof.
Don't worry, guys. I've still got it.
With a nat 20, he wakes to a sticky gooiness
And he looks up.
and looks up.
Just gonna like wave silently and just sort of go.
He squints at you, bleary-eyed. He looks like he's dripping.
Tripping.
It looks like as a gummy bear, he is melting.
No.
Oh.
Wait, here? Like this is this like an unusual thing to like?
You want to make a medicine?
Yes, I would
Make a
love to
medicine
make a
check.
medicine check.
This is not
Like,
normal.
is there something physically wrong with this bear? Okay, medicine. That is plus 5, total of 16.
This bear has an untreated wound for now, probably several days. He's in like fever dream sepsis.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so he's melting.
He is like
Shit.
melting because he is sick
Fuck.
and dying.
So you can't just like
No!
dribble a potion into his mouth from the sky.
Oh, jeez.
Well, like,
Oh,
we can treat him once we've rescued him.
Yeah.
There is that.
I think Jacoby has this moment of like, oh god, as a medical professional and healer of the face, I need to do something immediately. But if I do that, then we're both just going to get killed, and that's not going to be helpful for anybody. Moment of crisis.
He doesn't look like he's going to make it too many more days. He doesn't look like he'll make it more than another day. From your-
Oh
from your
god,
medical
no!
opinion.
Shit!
He's
Every day is a death save.
Every day is a death save at this point.
I think like Jacoby makes very worried eye contact over to Kit Kat.
I kind of look back like, duh, that's why we're doing this.
It's clear to you
Yes.
as a medical
Like
healer
this is a medical
professional.
emergency here.
He's not starving, and he is not unfed or unwatered. There is food in front of him. It looks like they feed him daily, but they may not have a strong understanding of medicine.
That makes sense. Are any of these other fellas around here injured?
The little chocolate
Yes.
bars, no. The little chocolate bars are
Okay.
fine and well.
Fuck.
One of the
Am I
one of
gonna
the
make
many
a
chocolate
chaotic
bars
decision?
looks to another chocolate bar.
Oh wait,
and
these are chocolate bars.
these are like short, like Kinder bars.
Okay, I was
Small
like,
Kinder bars. They're the
it's a
same
big
size,
size.
about 3 feet tall.
Okay, cool.
And waves their Tootsie Pop towards the
No, we're getting that.
towards the front window of the place.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hear them say anything, but it's
But
clear
they
that
make
they
some
are
motions and
communicating
communicate.
that something is going on,
I see.
and they are concerned.
All right.
I almost think we should sit and watch this play out a little bit.
Yeah, like are there no like bars on this? He's just tied up.
He's just tied up to a pole. This is very Pocahontas, John Smith.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty solid. You don't have any way to communicate to anyone else.
I mean, you can.
Is there a way? Is there like an opening, like a window on the roof area, like a? I don't know if that makes sense, but somewhere where it can get, like, sneak a little past and like get to the outside and onto the roof from where I'm at, without going through like.
There's a
I have a quick question.
please.
The 4 guards, how are they facing? Are they all facing outward? And so he's in the pole in the middle?
Yes.
Can I do a really silly idea?
I know what this is. This is the most.
do it.
We've played way too many Legends of Zelda games.
I literally want to play this like a Zelda
They've got a pot.
Do
where because it is a stealth-based thing, it's like, well, their cone of vision and what they're paying attention to and guarding is exactly where I won't be. So
They're not anticipating something coming from above.
above. So I have my whip. So literally like Indiana Jones Zelda style.
Do you communicate that you're about to do this in any way, shape, or form?
I think while you're freaking out and thinking like how to communicate and stuff like that, I want like imagine like here's the camera scene of like it's focused on you and like your thoughts of like, oh my god, this man will live, blah, blah, blah. And Kit Kat in the background goes like dude, and, like I'm already preparing to propel my way down. Oh god. So no, I'm not communicating to you exactly. I'm just saying like, well, he's there.
Just going for it.
You can
Chiquito looks to you as you rope around and has their little tiny spear and their little tiny 1.5 foot tall body and their little tiny gauntlet, and they go.
Amazing.
All right.
Thumbs up.
And with my let's see.
Him to a scratch. Oh, it moved now. He concerned. He don't like when it moves.
Let us see. Reset.
I think I will just very carefully rappel myself down,
Back.
and with the dagger, just like open up from the licorice rope, get him like that, and then from there, let's see, he's probably really huge, isn't he?
You probably need
He
to potion
is
him
a
first
horse.
so that he's
I
easier
have
to
a
maneuver.
potion. I
Yeah.
have a potion of my own. I can always give him potions so that he has enough strength that he can. Well, like I can assist him, but help pull him up on my whip. Is this a feasible plan?
I will let you know him
He
climbing.
cannot fit through the hole.
No,
hole
but
is
he's at least
impossible.
outside of that and outside of range, and we can keep him safe while we go get others or do some sort of other attack. But he's not now down there.
Doing the stealth to get him freed and not get caught is feasible. The ledge on the edge of here is not big enough for an enfeverished gummy bear of 6 feet tall to sit on.
Reasonable.
Yeah, I don't know how to elaborate too much further.
Okay.
But you could still get down there, free him, and potion him.
Yeah.
You know what I might do then? I think Kit Kat would realize this looking at like the scenario where I'd be bringing up, is it possible, can I bring this guy? And also in a very Indiana Jones-like sense, yes, you want to be able to rescue, and then you make the calculations and realize this is a bad idea,
Yeah.
and you change it last minute.
So
And
oh, sorry, go ahead.
so for me, I might do the sneak down, and I'm about to cut him when I make those calculations and go, I'm so sorry, my friend. And instead, give him potion enough so that he has strength and he'll be okay for a bit. And like,
You might not
Kind
get
of-
a chance to cut him free
No.
again, though, so you might want to do that. And then he can pretend to still be whatever.
You know-
He'll be healed at this point, so he'll have a little bit more cognitive.
could I cut it most of the way? Yes, Dakota.
So
what do you want?
what I was asking about when trying to get onto the outside of the roof, the intention was to cause a distraction so that all of this could be easier.
We are also still.
Y'all
Yeah,
are
so
making a
we're-
distraction
is-
outside.
I mean, fair enough. Okay.
There's a
Got
lot
the
going
golem
on outside to be
running
distracting.
away.
We're heading in your direction.
Currently running away from the column.
Making progress.
That being said, on the outside, let's very quickly resolve most of this.
Okay, but
Um,
I do
You
think
want to cut through most of the rope?
most of the rope so that when he has regained some strength, it would not
You
be
can-
hard for
yeah.
a 6-foot gummy bear to get out.
Through the last
When he is
rope,
ready.
When he is ready for it.
Go
Go ahead and
So-
spend that health.
I will spend a health potion. And can I, because
Do I have my...
this is
Stealth
what I'm
check?
meant to do. Yes, a good stealth check. I need a pencil. I need a pencil.
There's
Pencil.
pencil. We're down to 6 potions. You were given 2 extra ones from the Banan-knights and used one immediately. The whispering is the
so
worst part.
rude. You keep knocking over my one spell
He
slot.
hates the spells.
I can't believe this.
Spells.
So yeah, you take care of the potion. I just roll for stealth, I guess. Oh no.
Can I guidance?
Hey guys, are we
You're doing nothing. You can guidance.
Yeah. You're just gonna
Add
just
D4.
like the moment of eye contact, just gonna like scamper all the way to you and just like puts a sticky hand on your shoulder.
So how
It's
much
like
is
be
guidance
fast.
How much is guidance worth?
Plus 1d4.
Plus 1d4.
As many times a day as I want.
Cantrips are beautiful.
That's now a 10.
Wow. That is exactly enough.
Yes!
A 9, wasn't it? That is what we were looking for. I'm furious.
So literally,
I'm furious.
oh my god, you know what it is?
Yeah.
I think maybe the whip started to slip or something, and you just went. And so instead of me falling and causing a.
You added some honey to the whip and it added tension to the pull down.
Same as the rest of the scene goes. I'm sorry, my friend. I can't only most of the way feed him a potion, and generally just give him a pat of just I'm sorry. We'll come back. Climb back up.
At first, it is clear to you that he rejects the potion. He doesn't see you behind him. He's in feverish. So you put liquid to his lips
He's
to
like-
drink, and he's like, "Fuck you."
Close his nose.
And then he realizes the taste is not the chocolate
Vile.
milk that they've been giving to him. He left his tongue. Twice time.
It's like he's dying.
Literally pooping to
He's
death.
shitting himself. He's just dying.
That's not canon. Please don't make that
I'm
canon.
not.
It's
What
like
is
it's
it?
tolerant.
He has like this tongue. It's making me so sick. He drinks it and very quickly becomes more cognizant of what is going on. And you repel back up with your rope more sticky than than it was.
I'll have to clean this.
Outside,
I'm sorry.
Talks. You are in. I would imagine full run,
Yes.
as the golem is also in full run
Can't
of the
walk
sound
away.
that it had heard. Where the heck are you going, Talks?
To see if I can scramble the tree in time to hide before it sees me.
That is very fair. Make a stealth check.
Now is not the time!
Gonna rotate that.
My hand is numb. It's
Oh, wait, hold on. My stealth. Hold on, I have to add whatever. So it's a 6. Fuck.
Talks you and splits. Take off, you split. And you scramble up the nearest tree in this cold environment where most of the trees are
evergreen.
evergreen.
Mhm.
Ever brown, actually. Ever brown. With little, they actually have sprinkles chocolate
Aw.
sprinkles for little each needle.
Yeah.
You both scamper up the same fucking tree. It's very clear to you.
Resisting the
very
urge to
quickly-
push him out of the tree.
Very quickly, the golem sees both of you fail your stealth check, and is coming. You're higher than the golem's height in the tree, but it is coming towards the tree because it sees the two of you
Oh no.
distinctly hanging out in the tree.
Can I shoot at it?
You may absolutely shoot at it if you would like.
Yes, please. Fuck my life! Why?
It matters now.
With a shaky hand, as a 10 and a
Sport raspberry.
10-foot to 11-foot tall chocolate candy golem bounds towards you. Your hand is shaking as you shoot the crossbow, and it goes completely wide with a nat 2. It does not hit it at all.
Ooh.
Do we want to switch scenes? To the two of you, snaking alongside.
Well, this is certainly fairly easy with no adverse complications. I certainly am glad that we're taking the dangerous part while the others.
We're staying low, like underneath where windows and stuff would be, creeping towards that big ass building. And I have Are we at the building yet?
There's 2 buildings side by side.
There's 2 buildings side by side.
Hunter's
Okay.
Mark gives you bonus damage, and lets you gain advantage for stuff to gain information.
I need to know what my spell does real quick.
What is the
You
spell?
run as bonus.
Unearthly Chorus.
Unearthly chorus. Would you like me to
Make
look this up?
Make a song.
It
Make a song for an hour.
and
Make
it
it
charms
loud.
somebody.
Ooh, it
One.
charms people who hear it.
Can we look it up?
They're looking it up.
That's an Unearthed Arcana spell.
there another
Xanathar's
bathroom?
Guide, I believe. There is a second
No,
verse.
that's all I've got. I don't know if it goes by a different name now.
Chorus?
Unearthly
Unearthly.
Chorus.
Yeah, that's a UA.
I don't have it.
Where is it?
Not a
It's
real
new enough
song.
that I don't have it.
Mm.
But the internet.
Everything canon should be on D&D Beyond.
The internet should have
Unearthly Chorus 5e. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Music of a style you choose fills the air around you in a 30-foot radius. The music spreads around corners and can be heard from up to 100 feet away. The music moves with you, centered on you for the duration. Until the spell ends, you make a charisma performance check with advantage. In addition, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to beguile one creature you choose within 30 feet of you that can see and hear the music. See the music?
Here,
So only synesthetic target.
Okay.
The creature must succeed on a charisma throw. If your companions are attacking, the creature automatically succeeds, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an Unearthed Arcana spell. But yeah, I've got it right here.
It's cool.
It is really cool.
You've used it so many times that it would be unfair to take it away from you, even
No.
if it is outside the bounds of what we usually use.
Mm.
That is not your fault or the givings. Whatever thing that you used to generate, unfortunately, had some flaw in it. We will absolutely let you keep it. Please play with this spell.
Okay, I'm not gonna cast it yet.
Oh. Hell yeah.
No, I just wanted to.
Oh,
I
hello.
just wanted to know what it did. Can I do a perception check to see which of these buildings might be the one we're looking for with the gummy bear in it?
Maybe the one with like cherry smear on the edges, because I doubt he fits easily.
Is there something? Yeah,
Well,
there's
if they
gotta be
went
Make a
into
perception
one,
check.
wouldn't you guys just want to go into the other one?
I mean, they don't know.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know what's going on.
Cherry
If we
and
were smart,
or
we could
orange
see
gummy bear.
Perception is 22.
One of the doors
7.
has a large picture of a spiked ball on it. There's scratch writing on it that clearly looks like it was not written very well. In Fructera. Do you speak Fructera?
I
You do? Do you speak
pretty-
Fructera?
And he was
As
short
an
one
orange
from
person from
area,
Fructera?
that's-
You probably do.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
All right, my
guy. I feel like probably not.
Yeah.
Written on one of the 2 doors, in that scratch writing into the cookie dough, next to the spiked ball, says, "The King of Fruit."
Oh.
what?
I hate you. I
Please zoom in on her face right now.
I hate you.
What?
You?
The other one is clearly the front of it is just licorice drapes that are more of like less of a door and more of like an entryway.
What the crystallized Sucrosian fuck is that?
Crystallized Sucrosian fuck is that?
There, for clarity, those who have not seen A Crown of Candy, there is no king of the fruits. They're democratic.
They're, yeah.
They're like theocratic. Theocratic.
They're kind of, yeah, they're
There's
more
no
like a
true
republic.
ruler.
Mhm.
There's fiefdoms and more like fiefdoms vote.
Yeah,
like a
no, we
republic.
just gotta. We're all good.
Well,
Are you
no.
okay?
Bunch of years of schooling. You're right. I just really great guesser.
Everybody on stream will have to see my butt.
Oh, no!
There it is. So I actually opened the stream with Dakota like perched across there,
Oh, I know.
but right at the camera is hilarious.
You got the cute shirts on, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Okay.
But yes, 10 out of 10
So
can read family diplomats with your people for I don't know time. Helps
I'm
if we can read the
visibly
messages.
stressed. Why is it in Fructera?
I'm assuming it was the banana people. Who the hell is the king of fruit?
There is no king of fruit.
Right? That's the mystery. And I'm not saying, oh, yes, that's a reference to. Let's save the gummy bears and then figure this out.
You're indicating that the spiky door is the one that we should be looking for?
I'm indicating
It's
that
a
I told you
pineapple.
2 doors. What one they both say.
Okay. At
It's-
a 22, I'm
It's
not
fairly
able to
clear
see-
that these chocolate kiss people probably do not consider a gummy bear to be the king of fruit. And therefore it's probably definitely not that door.
Okay, so it's the curtains.
It's the curtains.
Okay.
I want to know what's behind that door now.
I'm going to creep up, and as I approach the curtains, I would like to cast. Like peep through? Can I peep through?
We'd like to cast peep through.
Yeah. You cast peep through. Successfully.
I'm going to peep through, and I'm going to cast sleep on like the first thing that I see on the inside.
The spell
Sleepy.
sleep is an area effect, but you can target it on a like edge it off so that it's
Yeah,
stuck
it's
to a
like
single person.
5. Isn't it like 5?
It's 5d8 at the first level, and it's that many number of hit points that go to sleep. If you make over the maximum hit points, they go to sleep.
Unconscious.
5d8.
5d8. It is a fuck ton.
That's so that you can do a
Are
whole
we
area.
sure
You can
that
put
isn't going
several
to take
to
out the gummy bear? Because I'm pretty sure they would have beaten him to a pulp. Not that it takes a lot of beating to get them to a pulp.
Yes, your understanding of magic is that it is an area effect, and it will start with the lowest number of hit points to move up. So it very likely will put the gummy bear to sleep with a few of those hit points, and then whatever other dudes are in the area, it will put them to sleep. 5d8 is a lot. It might not be 4 people's worth of hit points, but it will put asleep a number's worth.
I'm not understanding. The number that I roll is not the number of people that go to sleep.
No,
No.
so that's
And
the
the
amount.
total of hit points that I roll is the okay.
Yes,
So-
yes, yes.
Yeah, you got it.
You're probably going to need more d8s than that. Do you want to collect a handful
Would
of
you like
D8s?
some
Can I have
D8s?
some D8s?
Here's another
Have
D8.
some D8.
Wow.
I only got the one.
I've
Is
got
that
one
like
D8.
V8? But
Yeah, baby.
yeah, baby.
Piece of
That's
it.
good for D8. And do we have a D8 in this
Need
color?
one more. In the middle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Neat.
that is 3, 10, 16, 20.
Ooh.
20 hit points worth of kisses. It's the gummy bear.
20 hit points.
I thought it was just one person, and it was but yeah, okay.
You cast Eepy.
You cast
I
EP.
cast
It
EP.
works on this group so well. It's the rest of
What
the
can
series
I
us just
say?
sleeping.
You could do the same thing with food. Can't see.
I cast EP into the room with the intent to put the guards out.
Yes, you find just out of range, Kit Kat is repelling themselves back up towards the ceiling.
Hey! Well, I mean, hey!
Finger guns.
A
How did
small
you-
puff of
why
orange
did you-
magic radiates off of a point of your choosing, a mostly invisible field of orange smell of orange rind, as some of the as two of these chocolate Kinder people fall asleep, and so does Sir Sheridan.
Sheridan sleeps?
Yep.
Yes, Sheridan is in the middle of that.
He did just get some hit points restored.
He's got like 5.
Oof, but it's better than melting.
I guess he can ram his face into a wall and be fine.
Please don't.
It's true.
Yeah, according to that, it was about 5. All right.
You did say they were dozing anyway, so I'm just
They
helping a
fucking
little bit.
pass right now.
Encouraging.
He needs this. He
Two
needs
are
the
deeply
rest.
asleep.
Two are deeply asleep.
Here you go.
Did the other two react to? Did the other two try to wake them up, or there's like, nah, let them rest.
Not let them rest and survive. They're
Oh,
Head
yeah.
to sleep, you must go in
Good
and rescue the
friends.
cherry bear.
good homies.
Yes.
Good.
Oh yeah, as soon as I see what's going on, and like they go, as I was climbing up, I go.
I mean, there's still two
There's
guards
still
that are
2
technically-
awake out of the 4. But,
Have they noticed anything?
please roll a silent spell, which just means roll a stealth check or sleight of hand for doing the spell less than visibly.
Sleep is also not a concentration spell. So you
Oh,
could
it
just
isn't.
holy fuck.
That's
You could
awesome.
cast it twice.
I can cast it. What?
You could
If
cast
you
it
have
twice
multiple
if you
spell
want.
slots, you can cast
It's not
it.
a concentration.
Oh.
I
Okay.
think it's
Wait,
time-
you said sleight of hand or what else?
Stealth. Sleight of hand or stealth.
They're both the same. That's a 4.
Cool. That's a 4 in total.
Someone want to give me a help action?
I would
can
guidance
I?
you if I could
Now,
pass you on the
are
head.
you proficient in either stealth or sleight of hand?
All of those things.
You may have advantage. That is the rule that I like in actual lot. You can help only with the things you're
Sweet.
proficient
So that makes
I
that
agree
a
with
20.
That makes it a nat 20?
Not a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
it's
Unnatural.
18.
Dirty
Dirty
20.
Fucking
Grimy
dirty
goose.
goo chew.
Oh,
Honey soaked.
Yeah, 2 of them fall asleep. It's very clear. You can use your last spell slot to put the other 2 to sleep. But then you would be out of spell slots until a long rest.
Would be out of spell slots.
Now you're
Let's
outnumbering
see.
them, so.
But now we are outnumbering them, and I do
Significant.
feel like we should do.
And
stealth
now
takeouts.
there's.
I don't want to fight them.
I'm low on spell slots.
Anyways.
Kit Kat for sure knows how to do. Can I chokehold? Is it possible to chokehold these things? Do they have a neck?
They're breathing.
Do
At
they have a
some,
neck?
they are
breathing holes.
we're gonna go ahead and
Do
really
they
softball the
have-
fuck out of
Right.
most of these anatomies that everything technically has
Has a
breathing
neck.
hole and technically eats somehow.
Yeah, but where is
So-
the breathing hole?
Where?
Answer us, Austin.
It's
Give
on the
us the
bottom.
truth.
Let me. Can I? Could
Yeah.
I theoretically sneak up to one of the guards and
Choke it out.
choke out around their neck / waist?
Yeah, that's my next last waist.
Hugs are violent in their culture. That's really been the problem.
God.
The Tartguard just approached with
I
hugs
can only
in
do it to
mind.
one.
Two
So
vibes.
someone else
Okay.
can
There
do
is
it
going to
another.
be one more that is still
I
doing
feel like
stuff.
they and the tort work cards could count.
Is that a
on
strength
the
attack?
universe, but
This isn't a post-strength check. Yours would be an advantage because they are surprised.
Okay. My strength is
great
negative
at
1.
Do I feel like it would be
I'm
more
trying.
efficacious to just crack it over the head non-lethally?
What?
Do I feel like it'd be more efficacious just crack it over the head non-lethally? -1 strength, but I have sneak attack dice.
Yeah,
It would
we
probably
sneak
be
attack.
more efficacious to knock it out in your move. Whereas Kit Kat, you could probably knock it out in the traditional way, or you could choke it out in a probably.
What would be the traditional way?
The traditional way would be lights out, punching it in the face until it falls asleep. But
As you
nice,
come down,
nice.
you slap
Yes.
one and then grab the other.
Because like I do have my rapier, and I always love that like in like Princess Bride and stuff like that. They're just like
Bap them with it.
with the hilt of my sword.
If you are ineffectual in a single attack, then this will get a lot more complicated. and we will have to roll initiative, as they will be awake enough to alert the sleeping ones,
No!
which just take an action to alert, awaken, then we have 4 of them, and now we have to make it.
Well,
into
Wait,
this
did you wake up the bear?
I didn't wake him up. Per
Not
se.
yet.
No, he's still sleepy.
I think
Then I'm gonna
my
wake him up.
I think my move is crack the non being choked one on the head.
Can-
I will attempt.
Can Jacoby leap down from the ceiling and, I don't know, bash them over the head with their club as well?
Just a blob.
Like if we're
Which
doing this.
one?
Because there's 2 that are still
There's
awake.
2 that are still awake.
So like you
and
could be while I'm like trying to speak that you just
You could be waking up.
Yes,
the
I think
bear.
that would be a very perfect. It's like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Ah!
flying through the air with the honeycomb staff.
20 to hit, assuming sneak attack die.
Yes,
God, now I wish I'd taken
you have
Shillelagh.
taken an action. This is very much-
18 damage.
18 damage is more than their maximum hit points.
Okay.
They fall asleep.
That's good.
Fall asleep.
I'm gonna, I think I'm probably going for the same one that one's at.
yeah, literally I'm like sneaking up to
Falls
do
down
this.
unconscious. Whack it
Yes,
dead.
yes, quite actually. I believe, God, I think that's a fucking straight.
Yeah, if Jacoby doesn't get it in 1, I
That's probably ideal. Why are you?
It's
look,
perfectly
is this
landed.
absolute bullshit? Do you want me to like? I feel like I should push
There
it
you go.
off.
There we go.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
How much
Natural
damage?
19.
Sufficiently random.
Trying to find that out.
If it's a quarterstaff, I believe just a
It
d6
is
plus dexterity.
Quarterstaff. No, I think I could have sworn that quarterstaff
Or
was.
two-handed, d8.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I could have sworn that quarterstaff was physical.
You're thinking your shillelagh ability.
Yeah,
Do you have Shillelagh?
I do not.
Alright. It's a
You should
druid
have
spell.
No, I'm trying. Where's my
Shillelagh?
fucking attack
Consider
edge?
taking
It
it
means you
shillelagh.
bonk better.
Why can't I? Where's my
You
fucking?
literally
Oh, I
Powerful
see.
bonk
That's
the
good.
staff, but better.
I know,
Otherwise,
but I
you
don't
might
have.
have
I only
to
have 3 cantrips. Okay.
Is one of them shillelagh?
No, druid
Light.
shaft is essential. Produce flame is better. It's also more utility. It also bears more utility. This is not a violent character.
More utility, honey person.
God damn it. Fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for.
Reasonable.
Damage. This would definitely be two-handed. So that's 1d8 minus 1. And I'm going to. Where are all the
There's a
days?
squirrel in there.
There's my d8. God damn it! I missed it. So I missed it. So I have to take
You have
it.
to take
I have to take it.
That's a
precedent's
1
been a
plus
1 minus 1. No damage.
So one ninja rappels off a rope. I cleanly tap one of them out elegantly. And then...
Oh, God! This is not a combat character. They probably never swung at a person in their life.
Jacoby, your instincts kick in at the last minute as a medical and healing professional. As you're swinging, you bunt it and stop. As you tap
I did
it,
combat.
but don't hit it.
I did stage combat in theater, and I'm sorry, this is what I got.
This is the instinct that
This
goes.
is it.
Can I have a
You
sneak
have
attack
a
because they
sneak
just
attack.
They are a hostile creature within range.
Please.
just hit overhead.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. I don't know what we
We're
didn't have.
live.
I don't know what we didn't have. Splits got fucking murked by a rock again.
Oh.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
someone got murked by a rock again. This time it was Splits.
Well, wait. How did Splits get his first bruise? Was it being hit in the head with a rock by another kiss?
It was, yes, it was the kiss man.
And yes, it's now. Is it the same bruise spot? Is it another bruise spot?
Splits is pinned to the ground by a boulder right now.
Oh, no.
Splits is not a big banana. He's about 3 feet tall. He's like a teenage banana.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at it again, and also I'm gonna start panic screaming.
Panic screaming. Please shoot at it.
We are so far away.
Hello.
Make your attack.
I said,
Boy,
Do they hear me?
healing spells.
The golem?
No,
Them?
If I'm panic
Us.
screaming.
If there is screaming,
Who is not Jacob? No, everyone seems to be rather busy.
Jacoby's focused on getting everyone out the door.
Yes, I would have
we
everyone
just
roll at
walk
disadvantage, but
out
that's a
the
lot
door?
going on.
Can we
Can't
just
we?
walk out?
Let's just walk out the door.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh god.
Can't really pull this
Not so
this
good.
large.
On people. On
So I
Ben
don't. So
period.
nobody hears me.
No, I just rolled a group check. It was 7 and 7.
Wow.
not.
I mean, I do have a +5 to perception.
Thinking that everything is well in hand and going to the scheme we had. I'm gonna check that King of Fruit thing. Just gonna like,
King of fruit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it.
yeah,
King of
we
fruit.
gotta know.
We have to know.
It's a pineapple, isn't it?
Why would the
King-
bananas write king of fruit on this? I need to know.
Tox, you're making your attacks, correct? And then you can have smash that back.
Yep. All right, I'm going to shoot at it again.
Shoot that fucking golem.
I'll fucking hit it again.
Hit it.
Would it be better to, because I guess I still have the longbow. Would it be better to hit it with the longbow or with a crossbow?
Your heavy crossbow, you actually have an offhand if you wanted. If you use 2 light crossbows, then you could use D6 and D6 because you're a crossbow expert. That's probably the maximum amount of damage you do would be roll 2 times, and it's a D6 plus your modifier for each.
And maybe
It's
This is
so hard
D6?
to reload.
Wait, no, that's this one's a 6.
They've got like hip belts with
D6.
reload hooks.
All right, so
I dissociated for a second. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back.
forward.
Be 7 plus your dexterity 2 times is 7, 6 is 13. You do have to hit it though, so roll the d20.
Oh, come on. Ah!
That's mighty cocked. Go ahead and throw it in there.
That's 7.
A 7 plus your attack bonus with a crossbow or hand crossbow is a +7 because you took archery as a fighting style.
Nice.
Genius. That's 14. It is a large lumbering creature. You are able to hit it with a 14. It takes 13 points.
Does it make a noise louder than I could have made a noise for them to hear me?
It does make a noise. It is made entirely of articulated chocolate pieces, so it sounds more like bongo drums, like things like clacking together, as opposed to an actual like scream.
And like rustling a foil.
Yeah, like.
And
as
then
this
can I
is sounding,
hide
like, slapping against
behind,
each
like
other?
I'm standing, like I'm in
You're
front
in-
of the trunk. Can I like try to dodge behind the trunk? Like
I thought you were in the tree by now.
I am, but I mean like you know
Oh,
how
you
trees
wanna
around,
shiv
so that, yes.
Squirrel.
so that at least if
It
it
does not
hurls
see
a rock
me.
at me, it hits the tree before me.
Make a perception check.
You know how we can't perceive the whole object ever.
God damn it! I can never.
That's fine.
Then put it on a flat face, or we could just throw it in here. Hopefully that would do something.
Yeah,
No.
because apparently I miss every time.
No.
That was too big. Only one too big. Here, here's the die. 17.
Yeah.
So that fight, wow.
The yogurt
All right.
is the key.
The yogurt is
The
the
yogurt is the key.
That's what I keep saying.
It's the yogurt, my friends. It's the yogurt. It is very clear to you that a number of the community are coming out this way towards the golem and towards you.
So if I shot an arrow in their general direction to get their attention.
Oh, I think you have their attention.
Oh, so you guys can finally see me?
No, their attention,
There's
not ours.
Oh, so it's not this group I'm noticing, it's another.
The
chocolate.
chocolate chip kisses are coming towards you and the golem in the tree that has now made such a ruckus in its pursuit of many rocks and now has found an object that it is more than one time attacking.
But at least now I'm like
You are hidden behind the trunk.
so
of
they
the
can
tree.
see the splits and not me,
They can see
hopefully.
Splits. Splits is hort, deeply hort. Back in the village, the 5 of you.
So glad none of you think
6
about
of you.
whether or not I'm like I'm sure he's fine with the golem by himself.
That golem is fine. It's still chasing after the unseen servant.
Right.
Golem's still following rocks, and Tox is watching over.
Rocks and
We
tops.
know things are fine because we can hear the smashing,
Uh,
as per the plan. The smashing continues.
Would y'all prefer to go through the door between these 2 buildings that is the King of Fruit, or would you prefer to go out and through the front door?
obviously,
No.
between the two.
Between.
Yeah, I think that'd be less.
Between?
We're
Yeah.
too curious.
less well guarded.
It appears to be locked.
Can I lockpick it? I have a lockpicking
You may
kit.
do your attempt at lockpicking.
I think Jacoby, while this is happening, is kind of
leading.
leading Sheridan out
New
of the.
proficiency bonus.
Is that just like a 20? Like a. I don't know how to like do it for
It is your dexterity.
That's 2 goals.
D20 plus a dexterity plus proficiency because you're using a tool that you're proficient in.
Do you need this?
Sure. Okay, D20 plus my.
Proficiency modifier plus dexterity.
Oh, Dakota.
Yeah,
Can you lean this way real quick?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
I see.
Alright, so
Ooh.
plus our dexterity.
But you're French.
Like you do.
Is a plus 3, plus our proficiency is a plus 2. So that's a 20.
That is a 20. That is
Yeah.
fantastic. It is
Wait,
clear to
proficiency
you.
bonus?
Proficiency bonus is plus 2.
Yeah.
So I did
When
2
do I use that?
plus
It is calculated into all of the ones that are bubbled.
Anytime you do a skill that you were
You're proficient.
proficient in, you either have bubbled in like this, which means it's my skill, and then plus my proficiency. And because I'm a rogue, I get expertise. So that's my expertise, which I add double proficiency.
Jacoby,
So, but most things, it's
moving
these
aside the
scores
licorice,
combined
you
with
are
proficient.
immediately aware that a fairly large number of the population here are awake and are now out in the street heading towards the golem,
Shit.
out into the space
I think they're gonna
outside here.
like peek their heads out, peek through, and just like close the curtains immediately.
But yes, after lockpicking, which was very, very easy.
Very, very successful. It's clear to you that there is no lock, but it is rather like a board that was placed on the other side as like a stop gate board, the usual 2x4 on the other side, and a slot for it. So you are able to jimmy a straight knife through and lift it, and the board
Easy.
falls
No
out
problem.
of the way.
Well, it's open. Guys, people are awake now.
Yes,
I'm worried about getting out.
I want to know what's in here.
We are still inside.
We have a wounded, injured person. You want to know about what?
I gave him a potion.
He'll be safer in here than he will be out there for now.
I would say perhaps we evacuate the injured party with the less stealthy crew while they are super distracted by my completely harmless unseen servant that is in no danger, while hyper stealth crew continues to investigate whatever the hell this is.
All right, I suppose so. Chiquito, let's go.
Gives you a tiny thumbs up.
You, the great bear.
I mean, yes, but I don't have much healing left in me, and I'd rather use it for an emergency.
Is he not the emergency?
Okay,
He's
because
currently stable.
if he drops down, that's an emergency. But
Yes.
if you think better, you are healer.
I can
So
either use it to save his life now or later. And if he gets hit, I feel like he's going down either way.
There. All right.
You
Who
said
the hell is the king of fruit?
You said bear?
Yes.
Bear what? He
There.
has one ear. You said fair, he heard bear.
Oh yeah, you still have it here.
Oh, hold on a second.
Give me that.
Thank you. I'm not sure how
You're already gooey.
anatomy works.
I'm not that
Sit
good.
there,
Is it
stick
just
that
like
out.
an
puts it back
necrotic
on
ear?
and it slowly slides.
We're gonna fix that later and just
Yeah.
talk it.
And then
out.
the face and like duck into the
Yep.
Yep.
Who is stealthy crew
King of
going
fruit.
in
King
to
of
the
fruit.
king of fruit? 1, 2, 3, and then you
Just me
and
and Chiquito. Just
Chiquito
us. That's it. It's all we
and
need.
And the possum.
Sheridan.
Oh,
And the possum. The possum's very important.
Yeah,
The possum
who's got
is
the
sitting
possum
on
now?
one of the ledges in here, and it sees Kit Kat, and Jacoby, you know this. Kit Kat doesn't know this. A signal towards the cat that is an animal, clearly like an animal FU, that only like a nature person would know. He flips the little finger, sees the cat.
Got this in marsupial.
I don't think marsupials like cats.
No, I don't.
They don't. Cats are seen as they kill every bird and every rodent in the entire
don't like
ecosystem.
it. Conquerors.
Yeah.
Colonialist.
Just kind of motion for
is one.
Sir Squeakerton to get the fuck out of here because away. Go.
He goes back through the hole that you guys have
Get
come
out
through.
of here.
He stops for a moment to lick the honey that you have left as a trail
It's like a
with a tiny little Yoshi tongue,
little bit. That's fair.
and then he goes through the hole. What's
You
going on?
provide
Oh.
nutrients.
How does the bear get through the hole?
He's not
Doesn't-
going to. We're
he's
going
not
out the
going
door.
to.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You're all
We
going
gotta.
on.
There's no
Which will be
option.
fine because
So,
everybody's going
please,
that way.
Please, King of Fruit.
The king of fruit.
The king of fruit.
Oh,
The
we
king of
find him there.
fruit. Lit by candlelight, the door swings open.
Oh.
You hear the tinkling of a small bell as the door swings open. There, guarded by a pair of Hershey Kisses, is a towering man who rises from their slumber and looks towards the only door that they've set a bell on in case someone came in the middle of the night to kill him in his sleep, as he is an incredibly paranoid king of fruit. It is clear that this is, as they stand up very quickly and grab a Fructerano blade.
I cast down Earthly Chorus. And I sing him.
The
song of my people.
I love it.
Please make a charm check.
Yes.
You have not yet attacked this man.
16. Is it persuasion?
I believe it is.
charisma.
It is. They
Charisma?
roll against you. Yeah, I think they roll
Usually
against
it's
you
a
a
saving
charisma
throw.
save
Okay.
versus your spell
So my
DC.
charisma is
Your spell DC should be, what is the spell DC for most
I
people?
think it's 13, right?
13.
13.
At this
So I have a
level?
Pretty much
16
everything.
plus 5
Oh, you
charisma.
don't have to roll that. They roll against your 13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're trying to
Does he resist?
resist your spell. The King of Groot is charismatic, but not that charismatic.
Damn.
He rises out of the bed that was made in this kingly chamber, grabbing a single-sided, crude Fructerano blade, and places it before them and puts their head on their hands on the pommel.
Blessings to thee, your majesty. And
as they're
thank you
trying-
for this gift. I'm going to take the sword away.
Make a persuasion check at advantage. Because he is not charmed. It's already an
persuasion.
18
18 plus 5 is 23. Nat 20
and a
plus
nat
5.
20.
That's your
Fully
sword now.
disarmed by a chorus of music in a land with chocolate people that do not sing and do not speak. You are able to beguile this fella away from their Fructerano blade almost immediately, replacing it instead with a stick that you have, a stick that Kit Kat carries around. Because Kit
I've
Kat-
traveled the land to take your hand.
Just look on, jaw slightly again. How is this work?
You've literally
Okay.
Disney
I
princess.
would say,
Oh, shit, I
have
do
you
everything
spelled
I
their save
have.
as well?
Oh my goodness.
I'm
The
just like,
song of
yes,
the
I-
people.
The song of the people. I'm just slowly like picking things off of him and like setting him back into the bed.
Your beautiful song. At the end of it, he is partially unarmored now,
Mhm.
as you have taken pieces of his armor off in the process and taken his shield from him. It is very clear to you that he is very smelly. He is a very smelly man.
What kind of fruit? A durian?
That
He
is
is
a
a
durian.
The king of fruits.
He is a durian orc.
Holy shit.
With large tusks and the top of his head where it would be just bald is that spiked durian.
crown.
His shield, instead of being just like a regular ship, is just durian textured on the back of like a hardened durian plate. His pauldron's also spiked durian. He's this yellow golden inside of a durian color on his skin. Large durian tusks come out from his face, and he was holding almost all strawberry steel is like reddish. All Fructera steel is like a reddish metal. He had like a Fructera sword, which wasn't made of his fucking people. It was made of Fructera metals.
So in between my little verses, I'm like, okay, steal some things, and then I'm like singing to him. I'm like, we need to get out of here.
There was a something
little
other
bit in
rapid.
love.
I will say in the other room there was a mysterious object TM covered in cheesecloth.
Oh, I'm taking it.
Oh boy.
Cookie cloth?
I was wondering about that.
It's not nailed down, correct?
It is not nailed down.
I'm taking
But
It is
everyone's
very-
no questions
Okay,
asked? All
it.
right.
You're taking it.
The
Roll.
These people are wild.
All right, new people, we haven't killed all
And it's
of
a
you.
bomb.
However, we are taking everything.
We're rogues. You're not.
Mm.
You are rogues.
I'm a diplomat.
I'm a rogue. Background screaming.
They're so excited. For clarity's sake, the rectangular prism that is covered in cookie cloth, correct?
Mhm.
You have a -1 strength modifier.
I do.
I have a 0.
This is stupid heavy. It's about 7 feet long, about a foot and a half tall, and about 2 to 3 feet wide.
That is
So
large.
picking it up, you pick up like the bottom edge of it, and it's very clear. There's like soft areas to the cloth because it's just cloth. There's like 2 spots that are harder. You pick those parts up, and clearly it's not like a solid object in the middle. It's a mostly solid. It's not like a single solid object.
Right.
It is.
Open it.
You lift that part, and you're like, there is no fucking way I'm gonna pick up this entire thing. While you are singing, you open up the cookie cloth, and you are face to face with the dearly departed Sir Larange.
No. You wanted to loot him.
I mean, now I still want to take his remains away because I'm not sure what the Hershey people do with. What do gummy bears do for like funerary rites? Do they bury themselves? Do they like melt? How's this work?
The Bulbian Church probably has some rituals of some sort.
Well, Bolvian Church represents.
I'm out the door and taking my smartboard to safety.
I pretend to be a Bulbian church representative.
It's clear to you very quickly as you peep over them still in their full armor, that the armor was at least rudimentary cleaned. But as this is so gross, as rigor mortis has set in, they were clutching something in their hands. From the edges of what you can see between their orange gummy bear fingers, it was like a round wooden object. It's clearly he was holding like a Bulbian like prayer bead necklace as he perished.
But you
All
were
right,
really
let's
good.
call that the item we're going to bury to have him be the sanctimoniously buried item. I'm gonna snag that and then loot the king's room.
From the other.
Your song is at its true end as you pry open a couple of the fingers. They actually, as rigor mortis has it in gummy bears, you're able to pry open their fingers and they bounce back to their shape when you
Double delightful.
Oh god.
Disgusting, and I love
Um,
you.
Quillian the Seventh, help me pull this back.
I think Kit Kat is also intellectually curious about what's going on here, and as we have been looting and stuff like that, I'm letting Sir Goldidia handle the body looting. I'm honestly a little curious about the King's Chamber. What the fuck is this, and why is the King of Fruit this man?
Does he have documents you can steal?
Looking at I'm trying to find evidence of what this is. Why?
There is a journal here that looks like it was written the living memoirs of the King of Fruit.
Steal immediately.
I'm just flirting with him and like obstructing
The
the
song
view.
is over, and he is the song lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
Your song, this part of the song, the music continues, but for just singing an entire hour would be insanity.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just flirting with him now, and it's coming off. The music is.
The music. It is clear that he is still charmed by you.
Could you ask
So
me questions?
fascinating. Yes, your kingdom here. How is this established?
Ooh, that is so grossly blue. Terrible bounce lighting. He says, I cannot help but ask your name.
Literally.
What turns me on is you answering my questions.
You can call me Tangerine. And yours?
King Gold. Pungent Gold.
You certainly are. Goodness gracious. Caught it last time. This time it wasn't.
That's okay. We're not in combat. They stare at you in a way that is expectant and also like a little dumb. Like they're dumbfounded is probably the word for it.
Enchanté,
Enchanté, indeed.
Does he speak Fructeran?
It's very clear that he speaks both Fructeran and Candian.
Okay.
Candian, insanely broken.
Which one is he speaking Fructeran?
He is speaking Fructeran to you
Okay.
immediately.
Yes.
He has already called off the 3 guards.
Yeah, they're
Okay. They sent them away. Okay.
Not so the way he was like, no fighting.
No, she's hot.
Okay.
Eye
Let's let
contact
this
with the
play
guards
out.
continue stealing.
You
direct
know-
eye contact.
You
I'm
know
like in between.
Candian, he says maybe queen. Maybe queen. Not sure.
Maybe queen. You're queen?
It was the only word that I knew, Candian, that... Do you want to have some chocolate milk?
Yes, you can tell me the
Please.
tale of how you became the ruler of this place.
It's not official yet.
Oh.
Ah, that being
Alright.
said, we may have to wrap for the week, folks. Multiple things in progress.
This has been really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I guess could we identify a couple items that
Rapidly, please do,
Yeah,
yes.
what items do we I have historical knowledge of many things, of many cultures. Is there any like specific item I could be like, oh, that is a rare Fructeran artifact or something like that that I can
I will say yes. Can I give you the specifics on it right now?
No. But maybe by next week
Reasonable.
we
We'll
can
have,
have
like, a list of
items
loot.
of what we've looted.
You have the memoir of Pungent Gold, King of Fructera.
Excellent.
The king.
Living
Living. You have a sword.
memoir. You have his sword.
I've
You
given the
have an
sword
item
to
that he has.
Kavanaugh.
You have the prayer beads of Sir Larange, the departed Sir Larange. You have talks up a tree and splits
I wish you were.
quickly perishing.
I'm so sorry.
So you've had
Splits
about
my
15
son die.
Yes.
Son die, not son dead, son die.
Well, it would have helped if he would have helped me shoot or something. He would just scramble behind me.
with all like 10 hit points that he has.
Hey,
It's
man,
not
you
great.
could have
That's all
done
he had. man.
anything.
That's all he had.
And Jacoby and
Or he
Sheridan.
could have split
You're
and gone to a
rushing-
different tree. His name is Splits. Any way that is out of the village.
Rushing out of the village towards the crowd that is facing away from you,
Yeah, they don't care.
clearly surrounding this
I would like to
sprinkle
give
tree
the crowd a wide berth.
with Sir Sheridan, who is perhaps not running, but is able to jog enough to keep up with your gooey pace. That being said, y'all, thank you for coming this week. A pleasure as always.
What a silly episode.
I might have to figure out how to stitch the two of them together.
Editing. Wow.
Wow.
Fix it in post.
Bye.
Fix it in post. How do I end the stream?
How
do I-
Don't worry,
That's
we're
it.
in the stream.
Middle
Fix it
bottom.
in post.
One, I think that says end
Oh, the one in the middle that's not.
There you go.
Bye.